Greetings. We're here at 2017 SHOT Show. I'm Michael Zeleny, and I'm here with Andreas Weber and Martin Rothman, who are the principals of Korth in Germany, and we will speak about their wonderful products. Andreas and Martin, hello. Welcome. Hello. Please tell us a little bit about your background.
We are together in gun business since 25 years. So starting, both are passionate hunters and sport shooters. And yes, we are proud that we built one of the finest revolvers on the world.
Wonderful. And how and why did you become interested in reviving the Korth name?
Original, our factory is coming from the automotive industry, and we make all fine parts for trademarks like Bentley, Porsche, Lamborghini, Audi. And so in 2008 we decide that the original owner from Korth are passed away, and so we bought the company from him.
Okay. Who was the original owner? Who was the owner at the time? Willie Korth died in the early 90s, didn't he?
No, it was a little bit later. The owner was a man from Luxembourg.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. And what exactly did you buy in that deal? What was the content of the assets that you acquired?
The assets was the drawings, the technical details, and the trademark.
Okay, so basically intellectual property and nothing tangible.
Yeah, we got all the old machines, but the last investment from Willie Korth was 1967. This was a year when I am born.
So it's basically obsolete equipment and a lot of pictures.
Yes.
But they're wonderful pictures, right?
That's right, yeah. It's a long history, and also with a name, we say, yeah, it's a quality, it's on the highest level what you can get.
And your background fits the quality. You make parts for the highest end automotive manufacturers. Yeah. So you were well prepared to go into this making. Okay, so what is different about the Korth in general, as made by Willie and his successors, including you, from all other revolvers?
Yeah. Originally, when we started and we bought the company, we say, okay, first one, we would like to make the original Korth revolver. Exactly 100% as the same they do it years again. So that's how we started. So we built this classic line. And the classic line, okay, and we say we cannot deliver only classics in the market. We are interested that we bring out some new products for sport shooting and for everyday using. So most of the Korth revolvers are for collectors, years ago. And so when we start and go to the sport business, we think we must change something on the gun. This is what we hear from our customers, say, yeah, we would like to use a speed loader. And we know that the original drawing says the chambers in a diameter from 24 millimeters. But so most of the speed loader in the market, you get it on an inch. It's an inch. So it doesn't work so well on the classic line. We say, okay, when we change it that all the parts, or maybe the speed loaders are on the market, you would like to use it in the gun.
So what is the difference in size between the cylinders and the classic model and your new model?
Nothing. Inside, we use it the same hammer, we're using the same sear, it's the same springs, it's the same trigger, anything. It's the same.
But the cylinder rotates in a different direction, doesn't it?
Right. We go to a mirror, and our idea was for the sport shooters, we make a real left-hand revolver. So this makes it necessary that when we started, to bring it, rotate to another side.
What do you mean by a left-hand revolver, as opposed to a revolver that opens already on the left and is operated mostly with the right hand?
No, a left hand is on the left hand and the cylinder comes outside on the right side.
Oh, I see.
Swing out to the right.
So do you have that model in production now?
No, we're starting now with a lefty, a real lefty.
Okay, that's very interesting. All right, so what else is different? I noticed that the pivot of the yoke is a little bit off-center, moved outwards.
Yeah.
So as you say, it's to facilitate the use of a speed loader.
This is the Korth Super Sport revolver, following the classic revolver with the same bolt, but with new technical options on this revolver. For example, a 4-position sight in the front. That means the shooter can adjust the height from the front side very easy with that wheel in 4 positions, from 4 to 1. Just turn the wheel and you can adjust the front side. The next thing is we have an adjustable rear side. When I say adjustable, then I mean the side plates. You can adjust the light gap between the front side and the rear side, like on a little sport pistol. If you have not light enough on the shooting range, you can open the gap between the rear side and the front side. If there is light enough, you can close it very easily with this screw on the side. The rubber bolt is the same. You can also change the cylinder very quick if you push the button on the right side. And you can change it from 357 into a 9mm cylinder or an extra 38 special cylinder. We have a screwed barrel weight on it, so if the shooter wants to make the weight from the revolver lighter, he can remove this barrel weight, or he can add a longer barrel weight, including a compensator for strong loadings. And you can add additional, if you want, very easily on the Picatinny rail, a red dot sight from any brand.
Would you please tell us about what goes in, how the parts are made? For instance, are any of the parts cast or metal injected molded?
No. Every part from our revolver is made from carbon steel, milled and turned by ourselves. We only buy the barrel insert in raw material and the grips. Everything else we produce by ourselves.
And everything is machined out of billet?
Yes.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah.
I should bring out the classic revolver here. This is my original Ratzeburg production Korth that these gentlemen have very graciously restored to the highest standard, and I think it shows the scope and extent of their craftsmanship. This is a Korth revolver from the 20th century, the antiquity. It's been restored to a wonderful standard by the gentleman sitting right here, but it is essentially the original design, the final incarnation of the original design. It differs by having a cylinder release here, and as we mentioned, the cylinder notches are sitting right on top of the chambers. The cylinder rotates clockwise in the cold direction, and the cylinder opens a little bit close to the frame. In this particular configuration, it's unfortunately impossible to use speed loaders. It is, however, in my opinion, the best fitted revolver ever made. It's like a Patek Philippe of 6 guns. This is the best gun that I have ever handled, and it's been a while that I've been handling guns. So, would you please show and tell, give us the comparison of the two models?
Start with the cylinder release. On the classic line, you can release it very quick with this button. We haven't changed it on the new. Also, like Martin described it before, we haven't changed anything in the bolt. It's the same way how it works. The main thing is we have changed the backside shape of the frame that we can use on this new Korth revolver, all grips, L-size frame, round butt. For this old line, we only have the possibility to use grips special made for Korth revolvers, and now the shooter can choose between all the grips that are on the market, L-size frame, round butt. That's one thing.
It is possible to make a rubber grip. Korth has the last 60 years no rubber grips, only in wood. So what some shooters prefer is they have a rubber grip.
So you have access to the whole panoply of Smith & Wesson compatible.
Also after sales market, what you can get for grips and whatever, you can use it.
You can use laser grips from Princeton Trace as well.
It's also possible.
Okay. I noticed that you also use offset notches on the cylinder in the new gun. Can you tell us about that?
You mean the
bolt notches, these?
Yeah, they are in the other direction because of the measurement of the cylinder. You know, here on the classic model, they are directly
above the chamber.
Above the chamber, and then the new model we have it between the chambers.
Yeah, if we bring it a little bit outside, so it makes stronger the cylinder.
Of course, that's what Ruger did when they
and also Korth did it original.
Oh yes, of course.
Bring it a little bit outside. Right. Smith & Wesson say, okay, we bring it in the middle, but the cylinder is stronger and it's on the outside. So this is what we change also.
Yeah, and the opening angle. You see here on the old one, the cylinder opens only like this, and on the new model it opens wider to use a speed loader.
There's more clearance.
Yes.
Okay. What about the trigger action? How does the trigger action differ on these two revolvers?
No,
if at all.
The trigger action is the same. We use the wheels. Original classic revolver comes with 5 different wheels, number 1 until number 5.
And what is the difference between them?
The size.
The size.
Right, but the effect on the trigger pull.
Yeah. When you use it, trigger wheel number 5, we have a rolling trigger. There's no stage.
Right.
And when you use the number 1, you have a stage. You can pull the trigger, and here is a stage. So some competition shooters say we need a stage, and we showed it. We feel more comfortable. But the next one say, oh, I need a rolling trigger. So it's possible to change the trigger wheel.
So with the stage, you can pull all the way back until there's very little distance left, and then pause, reacquire the target, and shoot.
Yes.
With very little additional effort. Okay.
One thing we have also changed or improved on the new model is we have the possibility to adjust the main hammer spring from outside.
The pressure from the spring.
So yeah, preload. You can change the preload from nothing to quite heavy.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Things like an adjustable trigger rewind spring are the same from outside.
Okay. So that this spring, what does it control? The original.
The trigger rewind spring.
Right.
You can with this screw control the power of the trigger rewind spring.
So it's the trigger return.
Yeah,
the
rewind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. What is your future plan, as much as you can tell us? What is going to be your next innovation?
Well, it's difficult to talk about innovations in such a video channel because
it's a secret.
a company has to have some secrets. We will bring some new things out, but let me please, Michael, say one word about the surface from the Revolver. Okay, you bring with you your wonderful classic with a hand-polished surface, and we make still this hand-polished surface for the customer if a customer wants that, also with a blue PVD coating. Here on this new Sport Revolver we have a barrel housing with Picatinny rails to add red dot or lamps or lasers and so on. But we are still making revolvers with a straight barrel housing, and we also polish it and coated it with PVD or other coatings. This new revolver, for example, is coated with a black DLC diamond-like carbon coating, and it's a very hard surface for practical shooting.
Okay. We give a guarantee that you don't get a scratch on the cylinder before you get 10,000 shots.
Oh, that's very impressive. I noticed also that there is a difference here, that the old revolver has a plug up front and this one doesn't. What is that about?
It's just a blind plug, because the fixment of the cylinder ejector rod will be held through this small hole here. It's just a blind.
Okay, and the new model doesn't need that?
We have a screw on the side here. Oh, but the blind rod, it's only a thing from the years ago from the polishing. So when you polished the barrel housing, you can't touch it. So we have a special tool from the front and the back to polish it.
Okay. So last question. If I came to you and I said, I want you to make an exact or as close as possible to a replica of the original Willie Korth revolvers.
It's original, it's not a replica.
It's not a replica.
My apologies. You own the name. You own the name. It's a continuation.
Thank you.
If I ask you to make a continuation, but exactly in this style or as close as you can get to it, would you be able to do so?
Yes, sure.
Excellent. So next time when people ask me for that, I will send it right to you.
Please.
Sure. Okay.
We would appreciate that.
Do you offer service for old revolvers made in Rothenburg?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we have all the spare parts on stock.
Wonderful. I wish you all the best in your endeavor. We should probably say that you have an importer in the United States.
Yes.
Please tell us about it.
The importer, our general importer, is Nighthawk Custom LLC from Berryville, Arkansas. We have an agreement with that guys that they import our stuff for the American market. And if a customer needs something or needs service, please contact these guys and they will handle it.
So we trained, and so it's a lot of work to train just such a type of gun. It's a lot of small mechanic. At the moment we send each 2 months an engineer over. So something they collect the guns and we make the service and send it out again.
So you have the expertise in the United States to fix any revolver that you import?
Sure.
Yes.
Very good. I think that will answer all the questions that our viewers might have. Thank you very much for talking to us, and best of luck in the United States and everywhere else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michael.